welcome everyone to your evening meditation. So just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 20-25 minutes or so. Just putting your phone on mute or silent, and sitting comfortably somewhere in your favorite meditation posture, whatever that happens to be. You could sit cross-legged, lotus position or half lotus position if you're an advanced meditator. If you're sitting on a chair, just sit with your feet shoulder width apart. Just cup your hands in your lap, close your eyes, keep your back straight. It's going to be drawing the energy up the spine. It's very helpful if your back is straight, so support your back if you need to. And just start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Imagine you breathing into the belly button, just filling up the belly button, this lovely life energy. Imagine it's flowing into the belly button and it's coming up from the groin area, the lower spine. Just clench your sphincter muscle. That's the muscle used to contract the flow of urine or squeeze the last drops out. Creates an energy lock and also a pumping action. So you pump the energy up the spine and then draw it up with your breath. Feel this nice warm tingling sensation flowing up your spine. Put one hand on your heart center. It's just coming to rest briefly in your heart. Feel that nice, comforting, warm presence. And then another sip of air, draw it all the way up into the crown of the head. Just pause at the top of the inhale. Close your eyes if they're not closed. And just scan your mind. So noticing related to conflict. So conflict is one of the ego's stocks in trade. It loves conflict because it seems to justify fear, anger, attack thoughts, grievances, and everything that the ego likes to experience as part of its experience of itself. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. Maybe there's a knot in your stomach, tightness in your chest, clenched jaw, clenched fists, dry mouth, sweaty palms. The extreme nausea, panic attacks can come from the idea of conflict and the fear that it engenders. So just notice wherever you are on the scale. And as you exhale, just choose to let it all go. So forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here. That's today's lesson we're going to meditate on. So exhale, just blow it all out, letting it all go. Imagine it's like a black smoke leaving you, just leaving out of your mouth, leaving out of your whole energy system. Pull the lower stomach into the spine, expel the last remaining air and negativity out. Just rest here for a few moments in peace and stillness. Really notice in the gaps between breaths, the gaps between my words, because these are little portals to this deeper inner connection to your source, to an eternal state. It's beyond time. So breathing in again. Just letting the stomach rise, the chest rise. Squeeze the sphincter muscle, feel the life energy rising up the spine to your heart center. Feel a nice, warm, comforting presence in your heart. And then draw it up the spine into the crown of your head. Just pause at the top of the inhale, smile. For no other reason than that you're here, you're aware now, you're alive. And because of that, there's a peaceful presence arising in your mind. And as you exhale, just blowing out any remaining negativity, ideas of conflict, anything that arose today. Just being willing to drop it all, let it all go for the next 20 minutes. Also, you can always pick up these thoughts and ideas later if you really want them. Just give yourself the gift of a time out from them. So pull the lower stomach into the spine, expel the hair out. Pause at the bottom of the exhale. Just rest in the stillness for a few moments. And then breathing in again. Just a nice deep breath in. Just repeat the cycle. So just stepping back and watching your breath, noticing all the subtle sensations of the breath. Notice how the stomach rises, chest rises, subtle flow of air into the nostrils, the energy rising up the spine, into the crown of the head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Smile, and then exhale. Make a little sighing sound at the back of your throat. You're sighing it all out. So you're fogging sunglasses, but you keep your mouth closed. Air flows out of your nostrils. Chest and the stomach suck back in. And you feel this life energy you've raised up into the head, just subsiding back down the front channel of your body into the lower stomach, your groin. Just resting in the peace and the stillness and these gaps between breaths. And then repeat the cycle, just breathing in, watching the breath, all the subtle sensations of the breath. Having a sense of just stepping back and just being aware of all of this going on. So it's not really you doing it, it's happening to you, through you, and for you. There's no conscious striving, straining, or stressing involved. You can just observe how this all happens and allow that to take you into a state of peace, the observer, pure awareness, no attachment to sense perceptions, to body functions. You're aware of them, but you realize that your mind is not them. Your mind transcends any physical experiences, sensations. So just keep watching your breath and listening in a way that's just going to allow the underlying intent, the energy of these words I'm going to read you to just drop into your mind, sink into a deeper part of your mind, your subconscious, which is where these ideas are needed to undo the taproot of the ego's thought system. So just staying nice and calm, clear, empty, open, but aware through the breath, watching your breath. Imagine these ideas are just dropping in like pebbles into a pond on a very still, calm, windless day. Plop, because your mind is so still, surface of the pond so still, the ripple effects are noticeable, and the stones come to rest in the bottom of the pond in your subconscious. So once the ideas have sunk in, they're there forever. You can never unknow an idea that's you've once heard. The idea is to just let them penetrate into a deeper part of your mind, which is where you can absorb them on a deeper level, an energetic level, rather than just intellectually with your conscious mind. So just listening in this way to this passage. This is a preliminary section that we're busy with, to the series of workbook lessons we're busy with. And it's an answer to the question, what is the ego? So the ego, says Jesus, is idolatry, the sign of limited and separated self, born in a body, doomed to suffer and to end its life in death. It is the will that sees the will of God, or the will of love, as enemy, takes a form in which it is denied. The ego is the, quote, proof that strength is weak and love is fearful. Life is really death, and what opposes God or love alone is true. Just pause, watch your breath. Stay nice and still, calm, clear, empty, open, but aware. Let the breath anchor you into that awareness. So the ego is insane. In fear, it stands beyond the everywhere, apart from all, in separation from the infinite. In its insanity, it thinks it has become a victor over God himself, over love itself. If you prefer, you can always use the word love and substitute that for the word God. They mean the same thing. And in its terrible autonomy, it, quote, sees the will of God has been destroyed. The will of love has been destroyed. It dreams of punishment and trembles at the figures in its dreams. Its enemies who seek to murder it before it can ensure its safety by attacking them. Son of God, the extension of love, is another way of saying the Son of God, or the extension of love, is egoless. What can he know of madness and the death of God, the death of love, when he abides in him? What can he know of sorrow and of suffering when he lives in eternal joy? What can he know of fear and punishment, of sin and guilt, of hell? And all there is surrounding him is everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed, in deepest silence and tranquility. So just have a sense as you watch your breath of that everlasting peace, forever conflict-free and undisturbed, arising in your mind in deepest silence and tranquility, taking you into this place of deep silence and tranquility. This is about listening energetically, experientially. It's about an experience, not an intellectual understanding. So let this peace and this tranquility arise in your mind. Just wash over you, sink into it, going deeper and deeper with each breath. Just keep watching your breath. But you are not your breath. You're just the awareness that can become aware of your breath and anything else in this world of perception. So to know reality is not to see the ego and its thoughts, its works, its acts, its laws, and its beliefs, its dreams, its hopes, its plans for its salvation, and the cost belief in it entails. In suffering, the price for faith in it is so immense. That crucifixion of the Son of God, the extension of love, is offered daily at its darkened shrine. And blood must flow before the altar where its sickly followers prepare to die. So Jesus is telling us in no uncertain terms what the ego is, what it's about, what it does. It's using quite dramatic language. Blood must flow before the altar where its sickly followers prepare to die. Faith for it is so immense. It's about crucifixion of the Son of God. Because the only way we're ever going to change our mind is if we see the horror show, the awfulness of what this seemingly innocent belief is. This innocent belief apparently in separation, in our own specialness, our own identity, has disastrous consequences if we can see them. And so that Jesus gives us the remedy. He doesn't leave us in this dark place. He says, "Yet will one lily of forgiveness change the darkness into light, the altar to illusions to the shrine of life itself." and peace will be restored forever to the holy minds which God created, or love created as his Son, as love's extension, his dwelling place, love's joy, his love, completely his, completely one with God or love. So just sink into that place, this place of unity, of oneness with your source, your creator, your father. Smile at the thought of this. This is the only place where you can be truly at home, truly safe, secure, happy forever. Anywhere else is a place of madness, sponsored by the ego. So let's move on to today's lesson 333, because it gives us the remedy and a practical exercise to do. So I'm going to guide you through to let go of this dream of conflict and fear that we seem to be immersed in this world. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Imagine that you're breathing not just air in, but light, beautiful golden or white light. It's flowing into your stomach, your heart center. Contract the sphincter muscle, shoot this light like a column, golden or white light up your spine to your heart center. Put one hand on your heart. A nice warm tingling feeling under there. And just draw it up into the crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Just feeling the light is infused with beautiful golden or white light. It's radiating through every cell, every muscle of your body. Just feeling the light. Say conflict must be resolved. It cannot be evaded, set aside, denied, disguised, seen somewhere else, called by another name, or hidden by deceit of any kind. If it would be escaped, it must be seen exactly as it is, where it is thought to be, and the reality which has been given it, and with the purpose that the mind accorded it. For only then are its defenses lifted, and the truth can shine upon it as it disappears. So as you exhale, just blowing away any thoughts of conflict. It's really what this lesson is pointing to, is that conflict is in your own mind. It's not anywhere outside of you. It's not really with another person or something external to yourself. Conflict, the split, lies in your own mind. It's conflict between two different identities, thought systems, apparent realities. This is the purpose. Your part of your mind is given the ego to oppose the truth, to split your mind in two. And we defend this illusion from the truth. So breathing in again, breathing in the light, just breathing it into your stomach, your heart center, your upper chest. Feel it flowing up your spine. Contract the sphincter muscle. It's like a column of golden or white light flowing up your spine. And just pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. And say, Father, addressing your source, your innermost being, your highest self, doesn't matter what you call it, but going to the highest part of your mind. Forgiveness, or letting go is the light you chose to shine away all conflict and all doubt, and light the way for our return to you. No light but this can end our evil dream. No light but this can save the world. For this alone will never fail in anything, being your gift to your beloved Son, to your beloved extension. So just feel that light fusing every cell, every muscle of your body, every corner of your mind. In the light, no darkness is possible. So as you exhale, just blow away all these thoughts of conflict and doubt. If you let them go, then you can light the way for love to enter. As the passage says, light the way for our return to you, to love itself. That's all we're talking about. Turn to unconditional divine love in your mind. Letting go of all the fear and conflict in the world forever. So just sink in to this light for a couple of minutes of silence to end this meditation. Say to yourself, no light but this can end my evil dream. No light but this can save the world. For this alone will never fail in anything. Being God's gift to his beloved Son, or love's gift to its own beloved extension, which is you, which is all of us. And so with that, you just invite this light in. Imagine breathing it into every pore, every cell and muscle of your body. This beautiful golden or white light just flowing in, fusing every cell, every muscle. It's beautiful golden or white light. Remind yourself there's really nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, nothing else to think about for the next 2 minutes of silence. Just breathe, relax, sink into the light, let the light envelop you, fuse your cell, every muscle of your body, every corner of your mind. Surrender into the light completely for the next 2 minutes of silence. If any thoughts arise to disturb your peace, any conflict thoughts, just notice them, blow them away with the wind of your breath as you exhale. Just imagine they're leaving your mind, just blowing away like dark clouds. They have no power to obscure the light of the sun, which is your eternal source. So just return your awareness to that, only that light, for another minute of silence. And so just gently of the senses and this world on the count of 3. So breathing in, notice how the stomach rises, chest rises, just drawing the energy and the light up from the lower stomach, spine up the spine, feel it flowing up into the crown of your head. There's the air flowing into your nostrils. Pause, smile, just deeply connect with this deepest silence and tranquility that the lesson talks about. And then exhale, just sigh it all out. Make a sighing sound in the back of your throat. Notice that sound, the vibration. Notice the air flowing out of your nostrils. Chest and the stomach suck back in. Energy subsides back down like waves subsiding back into the ocean. Coming to rest in your lower stomach and your groin. So that's 1, 2, just while your attention's down there, noticing the weight of your body pressing down into the chair, feet touching the ground. Keep breathing again. Just noticing maybe a subtle smell in your nose, taste in your mouth. Just drawing energy up the spine, to the crown of your head. Notice what you're hearing in the surrounding environment. Just very subtle sounds. Might be the whirring of your computer fan, the ticking of a clock, crickets in the distance, traffic, whatever's going on in your environment, just noticing it. Noticing it from this very calm, surrendered place. No judgment. Just training your mind in non-judgmental, which is very peaceful. This is how you live in a forgiving way. Just don't judge to start with. 3, just going to open your eyes, look around, noticing whatever's around you, surrounding environment. Let your eyes rest on, pretty randomly, on whatever they happen to rest on. So it might be any object, and then just let them move on to another one. And don't name that object, don't label it, don't judge it. Just allow it to be, without mental commentary or interpretation. So you're training your mind in this non-judgmental, forgiving way of perceiving. And this is what will end the dream of conflict. Fundamentally change the way you perceive the world. So to help you to do that, you can use today's idea frequently this evening. If you're in the Art of Letting Go community, I sent you a shorter recording which you can use to top you up. Listen to it frequently and in response to any upset, any thoughts of conflict, fear, attack thoughts. Listen to it straight away. If you're out there on YouTube, just apply the idea. It only takes a few moments. It's a simple idea. Forgiveness ends the dream of conflict here. You notice on the inhale what the conflict is. You notice the thoughts and emotions you're feeling, and then as you exhale, you just let them go. That's all there is to it. Easier said than done, I know, but in the end, that's the simplicity of forgiveness. Choice to let it go. So I wish you good practicing and a very forgiving and peaceful evening ahead. Thank you for listening, and I hope to connect with you again tomorrow. We've got a meditation 12:30 UK time, 1:30 SA time in the Zoom room. If you're not part of the community, then just check out the post attached to this video, because I'll give you the details on how you can do. And in the evening, tomorrow evening at 5 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. SA time, we've got another meditation. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's meditation. I hope to connect with you tomorrow. Namaste, which means divine love and peace in me, honors and acknowledges divine love and peace in you.